Chapter 1: The Paradox of Karma. If karma is real, why do kind, compassionate people still battle illness, heartbreak, and profound loss? This question gnaws at countless hearts worldwide. Picture generous souls who give without expectation, who embody honesty and unwavering kindness, only to be ambushed by cancer diagnoses, sudden job losses, or the ache of deep isolating loneliness. Contrast that with the selfish, the manipulators, the outright cruel, who soar to pinnacles of wealth and unchecked power, seemingly immune to any backlash. It strikes at our core sense of justice. Life's unfairness in these moments forces us to interrogate every lesson we've absorbed. Could karma be nothing more than a comforting myth? Or worse, a flawed system that's gone haywire? Ponder this deeply. Have you witnessed someone utterly undeserving of their torment? Perhaps a loyal friend who lifted others endlessly, betrayed by the very people they cherished most. Or a relative who embraced a pure, health-conscious life, only to be felled by disease in their prime. Such tragedies jolt us to the core because they demolish the simplistic narrative we cling to about karma. Do good deeds and only blessings return. Commit wrongs and suffering inevitably follows. Yet here's the raw tension at play. We yearn for karma to function as swift, divine retribution, a celestial ledger that tallies virtues and vices instantaneously, restoring balance before our eyes. A reality, however, refuses to play by those rules. Take a breath and look inward. Can you summon a memory of your own selfless act? Perhaps a sacrifice that drained you, yet it went unrewarded. No applause, no reciprocity. Maybe you were exploited instead. What emotions surged then? Did doubt creep in, whispering that goodness might be futile? This embodies karma's profound paradox. We crave immediate fairness, but existence operates on a far vaster timeline. The Buddha comprehended this human struggle intimately. He anticipated the relentless refrain, "Why do good people suffer?" rather than offering pat reassurances. He beckoned us to peer beneath the surface. Suffering doesn't invalidate karma's truth. It illuminates how our grasp of it remains partial and incomplete. Chapter 2: What Karma Really Means. Time to dispel a widespread misconception right at the outset. Karma operates far beyond the realm of immediate rewards or punishments. Forget the notion of a universal vending machine where a single coin of benevolence dispenses instant joy. Rooted in Pali and Sanskrit, karma translates plainly to action. More precisely, deliberate action stemming from body, speech, and mind. Each one deposits a seed into the fertile field of existence. The Buddha illustrated this vividly. Our decisions, utterances, and intentions function like seeds scattered across life's vast terrain. Certain seeds germinate swiftly, others slumber for extended periods. Many await the precise convergence of nurturing conditions before bursting forth. Consider a straightforward illustration. Flash a genuine smile at a stranger on the street today, and that seed might yield an immediate reciprocal warmth, a spark of connection. That's the essence of swift karma in motion. Now, contrast with cultivating patience and forgiveness across decades. Its harvest may not reveal itself until a dire crisis unfolds, unveiling an unshakable serenity that eludes those around you. This is karma's enduring architecture. Delve deeper still. The Buddha revealed that potent karmic seeds can lie dormant across entire lifetimes, maturing only in future existences. Precisely why a single lifespan often appears so unjust when scrutinized in isolation. Measuring outcomes by mere days, months, or years distorts the full panorama. Envision a diligent farmer sowing mango seeds in rich earth. Would any sane observer demand ripe fruit by dawn? Absurd. The process demands consistent watering, nourishing sunlight, nutrient-laden soil, and above all, patient time. Yet when alignment occurs, bountiful mangoes emerge as the natural culmination. Karma echoes this agricultural wisdom impeccably. Every volitional act embeds a seed, but fruition manifests solely when interdependent conditions synchronize, often on timelines beyond our foresight or control. Thus, exemplary individuals endure trials not because their virtues evaporate into nothingness. Rather, vestiges of ancient seeds, planted eons past, perhaps in preceding incarnations, are fructifying in the present. Concurrently, as those archaic imprints resolve, fresh seeds of benevolence and empathy take root, poised for future abundance. Far from a deterministic trap, this framework empowers us profoundly. It underscores our sovereignty in the now. Each volition, each nurtured thought, each articulated word constitutes a novel seeding opportunity. Here's an inviting practice. Select one decision from your day, however minor, perhaps a gentle exchange or clinging to resentment. Visualize it as a nascent seed. What harvest might it yield across forthcoming weeks, months, or distant years? Embracing this lens transmutes karma from a doctrine of prompt reciprocity into a sophisticated doctrine of causality. Our realities emerge as intricate tapestries of myriad seeds, some burgeoning presently, others concealed in dormancy, and innumerable more awaiting our hands to sow. This revelation births a pivotal inquiry, absent instantaneous equity. How do we reconcile worldly suffering when malevolent seeds seemingly thrive, while virtuous ones gestate unseen? That's the enigma awaiting our exploration ahead. Chapter 3. The Layers of Cause and Effect. When anguish manifests, our minds leap to a singular verdict: undeniably karma. Yet the Buddha delineated that our realities coalesce from an intricate lattice of interdependent factors. Karma constitutes a formidable strand, yet it weaves alongside myriad others into the complete fabric. So, why persist good people in suffering? Delve into 3 pivotal strata of causality transcending karmic origins. 1. Natural laws. We inhabit a domain governed by inexorable biology, entropy, and elemental forces. Regardless of one's benevolence quotient, the human form inexorably ages, succumbs to ailment, and yields to mortality. The most empathetic caregiver contracts influenza amid winter's chill. The most malevolent tyrants savor solar warmth upon their flesh. The Buddha candidly affirmed to his followers that even he, the fully awakened one, remains subject to bodily decay and disease. These imperatives transcend moral calculus. They operate impersonally. Contemplate gravity's decree. A fragile glass plummets and fractures indifferently, whether clutched by sage or scoundrel. Nature discriminates not. 2. Chance occurrences. Existence harbors caprice. The upright individual occupies the unfortunate juncture. A cataclysmic quake, vehicular collision, or macroeconomic collapse devours livelihoods indiscriminately. This isn't retributive karma per se, but the inherent volatility of a probabilistic cosmos, ensnared in downpour, umbrella-less, attributed to meteorological whim, not cosmic ledger. We chuckle at such trivialities, yet replicate the error with graver tribulations, fabricating ethical etiologies where randomness reigns. 3. Choices of others. Isolation is illusion. We entwine within humanity's collective volitions. Affliction frequently cascades from extraneous agencies. A diligent employee ousted by executive avarice. The blameless ensnared by communal greed, enmity, or delusion. The Buddha accentuated paticca samuppada, conditioned arising. Our trajectory is perpetually molded by surrounding intentions and deeds. Pause deliberately. Invoke an episode of personal duress, devoid of culpability, beloved's terminal affliction, tempest despoiling, a pivotal occasion. Observe the psyche's compulsion to apportion fault amid ambiguity. This contemplation unveils a cornerstone. Vast suffering eludes strictly moral karmic provenance. Substantial portions emanate from nature's edicts, stochastic events, or interpersonal dynamics. Eschew karma as accusatory instrument. Wield it as introspective reflector. Upon adversity's advent, pivot inquiry. Forsake. What transgression merited this? For how shall I engage presently? Which seeds might I judiciously implant? Such reorientation liberates from recrimination's chains while reaffirming agency amid perceived inequity. Chapter 4. Stories from the Buddha's teachings. Doctrinal exposition. Enlightens, but narrative vivifies. The Buddha masterfully deployed parables to illuminate karma and dukkha's nuanced choreography, defying facile interpretations. Angulimala, once India's most dreaded predator, this finger-necklaced layer instilled village-wide dread. Encountering the Buddha's unflappable equanimity shattered his ferocity. He relinquished blade, ordained, pledging pacifism. Notwithstanding monastic vows, retribution lingered. Recalling villagers pelted him with stones, drawing blood. The Buddha counseled endurance. Withstand, Angulimala. Your ledger portended eons in infernal realms. You metabolize it presently. Radical metamorphosis accelerates, neither eradicates karmic maturation. Queen Khema, renowned for vanity's allure, she beheld Buddha conjuring a paragon of surpassing splendor, who forthwith withered, diseased, deceased in spectral procession. Epiphany dawned. Transience devours even privilege. She discarded delusion. Ascending as preeminent bhikkhuni, duress originates not solely punitive but adhesive. Noble spirits falter when tenaciously gripping evanescence. Former and seeds, karma, akin, agrarian toil, multitudinous sowings variably fructify per terrain, climb. Analogously, deeds engender prolific karmic potentials, prompt, protracted, trans life. Virtue's bearers endure not invalidating benevolence. Antecedent plantings dominate, while salubrious germinate latently. These vignettes dismantle binary moral arithmetic. Angulimala evidences legacy's tenacity post-pivot. Khema exemplifies affliction catalyzing discernment. Pharma exhorts persistent virtue sowing irrespective visible yield, interrogating karma's veracity amid goodly torment. These affirm complexity's dominion, existence multifaceted, benevolence's imprints inexorably fructify, visibility notwithstanding. Chapter 5. How suffering can be a teacher. Dharma's inaugural axiom. Dukkha permeates samsara. Inevitable illness, bereavement, senescence, disease assail universally, a virtue unshielded. Pessimism, nay, pragmatic candor. Confronting dukkha unlatches sagacity's portal. Exemplars evade not anguish, they transmute it alchemically. Behold one acquainted with calamity, yet emanating tenderness. Adversity annealed rather than embittered them. Agony as crucible incinerates superficiality or tempers profound empathy. Discernment resides in encounter. Buddha's ascetic rigors, emaciation, doubt, forged Majjhima Patipada, equilibrated Vaya. Arhats analogously transmuted tribulations into bodhi-nourishing humus. Contemporary corroboration, post-traumatic ontogenesis. Cataclysms engender purpose, affinity, vivacity's reverence. Neuroplasticity attests. Mindful dukkha navigation fortifies neural architecture, amplifying equanimity amid stressor cascades. Contemplate collaboratively. Recent tribulation, spurned aspiration, malady, dashed hope. Invoke what didactic kernel, compassionate seedling, forbearance, vicarious solidarity, essences unveiled, transmutation recasts scar to seminally potent relic. Buddha analogized, thorn extricates thorn, duress impales, vipassana uproots avidya, gurli dukkha, fertile matrix for karuna, panna proliferation. Chapter 6, Living with Karma. In daily life, esoterica, actualized, Buddha's quotidian stratagems. 1. Perpetual salutary seeding, antecedent fruition. Notwithstanding, instantaneity avails novel implantations. Benevolent droplet aggregates earn, insidious accumulation. 2. Victimhood abjuration. Temptation whispers karmic adjudication. Buddha interdicted judgmental deployment. Multi-causal dukkha mandates karuna precedence. 3. Sati-infused reciprocity. Duress onset. Maturation manifests optimal seeding. Lucidity supplants reactivity, engendering ameliorative sequelae. Invoke presently, perturbing exigency. Vocational, domestic, endogenous. Intone, ripening obtains. Seminal election. Forbearance, valor, absolution. Potency surges. Storm twin protagonists. Execrator sows acridity. Cultivator irrigates. Identical tempestus, disparate yields. Karma authenticated. Dukkha's intricacy validates, not vitiates. Seminal wisdom, karuna, santis, perpetually plantable. Chapter 7, Freedom beyond karma, karmic. Potency cycles tanha, avidya. Samsaric Gaia perpetuates. Buddha transcended. Nibbana, trivisa extinguishment. Paya demands combustibles. Depletion quiesces, not nihility, unbinding. Aggressment savors karmic tether. Lotus transcends mire immaculate. Sagacious karuna actuates liberatedly. Non-adherence glimpses nibbanic savor. Karma elucidates dukkha genesis. Bodhi elevates transcendently, not karmic optimization. Awakening supersedes. Query recapitulation. Karma veridical tardigrade. Plural etiologies. Narratives universal dukkha. Panya incubatory. Benevolence fructifies resiliently. Apotheosis. Nibbanic emancipation. Introspect. Tribulations. What ontogenetic seeds? Karuna gestated. Dukkha profundifies excellence. Resonance. Subscribe. Buddhist profundities, narratives, sadhanas await. Dukkha to moksha transfiguration. Embark collectively.